Previously on Clubhouse Gas, Jim Weldon joined us to talk about throwing and catching for T-ballers. Well, today Coach Weldon's back, and we're going to take it to the next level, which is actually hitting the ball off the tee. It's a great show for you dads who've got some kids who are just getting ready to start in T-ball. After that, we talked with some umpires. We asked them why they got into umpiring in the first place and about some of the different experiences they've had while on the diamond. It's a great show, so stay tuned to Clubhouse Gas.
Now, hitting in T-ball is actually, in a lot of ways, the easiest of the fundamentals of catching, throwing, and hitting because the ball's stationary and you hit the ball. But I think it's very, very important to teach these young guys the proper way to hit now so they don't have problems down the line, because I see a lot of kids coming along where they didn't learn the fundamental at this age. And it'll really pay off down the road. The other thing is I think now there's more balls hit off the tee in the high school and college level than I think live in a cage. Tee drills are very, very part of the preseason and in-season practice, skill practice for at all levels now. And I think it's important to teach them almost the same basic fundamental. Bat size, just the opposite as a glove. You can't get a bat too small. You can't get a bat too small. I've never seen a T-ball bat too small. So go lightweight, as light as you can, as small as you can, so they can start generating that power now and bat speed. One thing is always stand back from the tee out where you would connect if you were hitting the ball there. You see a lot of times they're up on the tee this way, they're trying to chop down on it. So take a stance where you're going to meet the ball here. Real important thing too, I used to do at T-ball, and I still even do now, is when they hit, hold their helmet back, hold their head back, so it makes them release their hands and pivot. They won't like that at first because they'll hit a lot of ground balls and line drives instead of those high pop flies. But it's very important to start getting that swing plane so they don't lunge at the ball, so they don't turn under the ball, because the typical thing is put it high on the tee and try to turn under it and make the ball go. And we see these guys come along 11, 12, 13 years old, they're dropping that shoulder when that ball gets faster and flatter, and it takes them a while to learn how to hit again. So what you want to do is good stance, good balanced stance. Set the ball out front where the contact would be made, out front of the plate, and work on pulling that knob right at the ball, keeping that head back, and follow through. That works at any level. If you'll start them here at this level, you'll be surprised how well they'll keep going through the years.
I do high school ball, and I think the funniest one was when I made a play, call it Sackett base, at the Sackett baseman missed Sackett base tagging on a double play, and the coach came out and argued about it. And the only reason he argued about it to make the parents happy, because, you know, he said the parents was raising Cain because I made the call safe. They thought he was out, and then he just looked at me and he said, "The only reason I'm out here because of the parents." He said, and then he told me it was a good call, keep going. So I thought that was pretty funny, because I was scared that he was going to really jump on me big time.
I don't know if anybody could call it funny or not, but I think the most shocking thing that probably ever happened to me with umpiring was I was umpiring a Little League game, and the kid kept setting up outside of the strike zone. He was setting up way off the plate, and he held it steady, and I called ball after ball after ball. And the coach started griping, where was that? Where was that? And I said, outside, outside. And then I wouldn't answer the coach anymore, so he started asking the catcher. And the catcher says, I don't know, it was right down the middle. And I was there laughing, and I didn't realize the kid was bawling his eyes out. You know, he was really crying. So he probably walked the batter. No, the ball got away from him on a pitch that was outside again, and he thought it was strike three. So he kind of just assumed that he was out. And I said, ball. And that caused a run to walk in. And the coach says, what's the matter? He says, what's the matter? So I thought perhaps the ball hit him. So I asked him, what's the matter? He said, you! He says, everything he throws up here is a ball. What am I supposed to do? And I said, if you really want me to tell you, you need to move over about 4 inches. I said, then you can get some strikes. But I never realized the kid was crying. I really felt badly about it after I found out he was crying, because I think I could have insisted he move in, a little earlier and not gotten the tears.
I like umpiring because I like training kids. And I love being involved in youth baseball, and being an umpire and a role that I have with OC Park is I help teach kids the fundamentals, and it's a great skill for them to take for years beyond baseball. At some point, a lot of kids, you start getting into high school, they may not have the physical athletic skills to continue playing baseball, but they can umpire, and they can be involved in youth sports. So that's why I like being able to umpire.
Necessity, I think. We at OC Park, I guess it was about 10 years ago. I've been at OC for about 12 years now. We had an umpire association that was running late a lot, missing, not being there, etc. So we decided to form our own umpire group.
I was in recreation for 31 years, so I got moved around quite a bit, and from place to place I would go, and they wouldn't have baseball. And but I could, as an umpire, I could go someplace else and do the game and still stay in touch with the game.
I've been coaching. I coached baseball for 24 years. And once my kids grown out of it and I quit coaching, I just wanted to umpire because I enjoy the game, love the game so much.